In the collective consciousness of pop culture, they are the galactic police force, charming, witty, and armed with neuralizers. But strip away the Hollywood gloss, remove the catchy theme song, and you are left with something far more insidious and ontologically terrifying. We are not talking about government agents in sharp suits protecting the earth. We are talking about real men in black. Entities that smell of sulfur and burning rubber. Beings with skin that resembles plastic. Voices that sound like synthesized metallic drones. And a singular terrifying directive: silence. They appear on the threshold of discovery, liminal figures that manifest only when a witness has peered too deeply into the unknown. Are they government suppression teams? Or are they, as some ufologists suggest, the antibodies of our reality? Cosmic janitors sent to scrub away the stains of the paranormal. Today, we peel back the layers of this clandestine enigma, moving from terrifying silencing of Albert K. Bender to the bizarre biological anomalies of the grinding man, and correlate these visitations with the most disturbing cases in ufological history. To understand the phenomenon, we must first dissect their physical manifestation. The reports are disturbingly consistent across decades, yet they defy the logic of standard espionage. Witnesses rarely describe a standard human. Instead, they describe a simulacrum, a poor limitation of humanity. The skin is often described as cadaverous or waxy, possessing an unnatural sheen, as if suffering from a severe vitamin deficiency, or as if it were synthetic. Take the case of Dr. Herbert Hopkins in 1976, a reputable physician and hypnosis researcher. Hopkins was studying a UFO case in Maine when he received a phone call. Moments later, a man appeared at his doorstep. The figure dressed in a monochrome black suit, but upon closer inspection, the details were wrong. The man was completely hairless. No eyebrows, no eyelashes. His lips were painted on with what appeared to be lipstick. During the interaction, the entity wiped its mouth and the lips smeared, revealing a slit-like aperture underneath. This is not the behavior of the CIA. This is the hallmark of high strangeness. These entities often exhibit mechanical movements and a profound lack of cultural context. Struggling to use utensils, speaking in monotone machine gun bursts, or drinking gelatinous substances as if they were water. They occupy the deepest trench of the uncanny valley. The modern genesis of this mythology begins with one man, Albert K. Bender, in the early 1950s. Bender founded the International Flying Saucer Bureau, also known as IFSB for short. He was close, dangerously close, to formulating a unified theory of UFOs. He claimed to have discovered the source and intent of the visitors. Then the visitation occurred. 3 men dressed in black suits and Homburg hats materialized in his room in Bridgeport, Connecticut. They didn't just threaten him with legal action. They induced a physiological state of terror. Bender described their eyes as glowing like flashbulbs. They communicated telepathically, confirming his theories but warning him that revealing them would result in catastrophic consequences for him and his associates. The aftermath was immediate. Bender shut down the IFSB. He ceased publication of his magazine, Space Review. When pressed by fans, he was catatonic, a shell of his former self, muttering only that he was sworn to secrecy. This established the MIB modus operandi. They do not kill. They neutralize the flow of information. They are the suppressors of truth, ensuring that humanity remains in the dark regarding its cosmic neighbors. The MIB phenomenon does not exist in a vacuum. It is the connective tissue binding disparate paranormal events. Consider the Maury Island incident of 1947, which actually predates the famous Roswell crash. Harold Dahl, after witnessing donut-shaped craft dropping slag onto his boat, was immediately visited by a man in a black suit driving a pristine 1947 Buick. The stranger recounted the events of the morning in impossible detail and promised doom if Dahl spoke out. Here, the MIB acted as a preemptive strike mechanism. But perhaps the most chilling correlation lies in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. During the 1966 to 1967, Mothman flapped its huge wings. While the red-eyed winged creature garnered the headlines, the town was infested with men in black. Journalist John Keel, the author of the Mothman Prophecies, documented endless reports of census takers and salesmen harassing witnesses. This brings us to the entity known as Indrid Cold, often conflated with the MIB. While he didn't wear the standard black suit, his artificial demeanor, telepathic communication, and connection to UFO sightings overlap significantly with MIB lore. The correlation suggests that the MIB are not a separate faction, but perhaps the ground crew for the same ultra-terrestrial force behind the cryptids and the lights in the sky. They are the harbingers of disaster, appearing just before the bridge falls or the craft lands. So what are they? If we discard the government agent hypothesis due to the sheer absurdity of their physical traits, we are left with more esoteric possibilities. One prevailing theory is that they are tulpas, manifestations of collective psychic energy. We fear silence. We fear authority. Therefore, we manifest these black-clad avatars of censorship. However, the cosmic police theory holds more weight among researchers like Keel and Vale. If reality is a simulation or a carefully curated zoo, the men in black are the code correctors. Recall Dr. Hopkins again. At the end of his encounter, the MIB's speech began to slur. The entity stood up and stated, "My energy is running low. I must go now." He walked slowly to the bright light outside and vanished. This suggests they are biological drones, remote-controlled avatars sent from a mothership or another dimension to interact with our physical plane. They look human because they are trying to fit in, but the resolution is low. The render is imperfect. They are, in essence, a glitch in the matrix, designed to patch the holes that witnesses like you have torn in the fabric of reality. The men in black serve as a chilling reminder that the pursuit of truth comes with a cost. They are the gatekeepers standing between our mundane existence and the vertiginous reality of the cosmos. If you ever see a metallic disc hovering in the silence of the night, or witness a creature that biology cannot explain, take a moment before you share your story. Check the street outside your window. Look for the immaculate black sedan that looks just a little too new for its year. Because once you know the truth, they know that you know, and they might just be coming to ensure you forget it.